What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the next video. My name is Alex, and I'm here with Heafum, and you are currently watching the Almost podcast with Alex and Heafum. How you doing, Heafum?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. We are here today to discuss football and the upcoming 16 NFL games, which are very exciting. I'm hyped. How are you feeling about that?
I never would have thought I would have heard a Canadian be excited about football.
Don't tell anyone I'm Canadian. They can't know that they won't take me seriously as a football fan.
Oops.
Okay, so to give everybody just like a general lowdown on how this works, basically I, as not maybe the biggest football fan ever, for a number of years was watching a lot of my friends bet to see who would win every week. I'm not exactly sure how the number situation worked with that, but people would bet for it. And I, got a little bit bored and I started doing my own. And I was like, well, who would win in a fight? I'm going to bet based on who would win in a fight. And week after week after week, I started winning. And I made like a good $25 after 3 weeks. So, it's a thing. And then I started doing it on the stream and people enjoyed it. So that's why I thought we'd come here and we'd do the weekly football picks with Alex and Heafum for the week of September the 6th. So how you feeling about that, Heafum? You ready? Ready to get in the game?
Ready.
All right. So week one is the Atlanta Falcons versus the Philadelphia Eagles. So, we have to debate who would win in a fight. Obviously, the Falcons versus the Eagles. So I'm just gonna.
This is a tough one for me.
All right.
The eagle is kind of our state bird, or no, I won't say our state bird. I mean the United States bird. So of course I'm gonna lean more toward the eagle, but I also know that the falcon's pretty tough, and generally breaks the neck of its prey. I'm not sure that an eagle's that hostile.
It does? How do you know so much about falcons?
That's why it has a curved beak.
Really?
That is correct.
I had no idea. See, for me, I was thinking like Eagles or like America, like the home of the brave and the home of the free and the, what is it?
Land of the free and home of the brave.
I swear, I usually know this. Yes, the land of the free and the home of the brave, like there's support there, like I feel like this is a very beloved team. I don't know, but I just feel like the Philadelphia Eagles have a lot of love from their community, whereas the Atlanta Falcons, they appreciate the aggression, maybe the speed. They're probably a quick team, but are they going to have the same, are they going to have the same encouragement on the battlefield? I don't think they will.
Absolutely has nothing to do with the fact that they have one of the most explosive wide receivers on the planet.
Who does?
The Falcons.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. I'm sure. Because he's the one that's breaking the necks. He's got the curved beak, right? Like that. There's a skill level there that's obviously gonna be appreciated, but. I'm still saying, that at the end of the day, in when it comes down to combat and battle, I think the Eagles are going to win it. They're going to have the American flag flying behind them.
We'll go with that. Although it could end with Julio Jones catching a game-winning touchdown because he is, in fact, the man. But we'll go with that.
Is that the guy you're talking about from the Falcons?
That's correct. Also, ex Alabama Crimson Tide wide receiver. Just had to throw that in.
And I'm sure everybody can guess where Heafum is from. The little Alabama support there. Okay, wait. So he's from Alabama?
Well, he played football in Alabama, yes.
Does that count then? In a fight, can you put Alabama in?
No.
Okay.
Not at all.
It's way too far. It's so far removed that it doesn't even count.
But he is from Foley, Alabama. He was born in Alabama and played at Alabama. But yeah, it doesn't count. Eagles it is then.
All right, Eagles it is. Okay, all right, Eagles it is. Okay, so game number 2 is going to be the Buffalo Bills versus the Baltimore Ravens. The Buffalo versus the Bird, which when I gave this some really deep thought originally, my thought was a Raven is obviously going to win because it's going to peck out the eyes of the Buffalo, and then what's the Buffalo going to do? It's just going to get like an infection or something, and it's just going to end up dying, right? So the Ravens are going to win.
You playing the long game with that one. Oh my goodness.
It's a slow, painful death, yes.
You're going off of the pretense that the buffalo has no idea how to shut its eyes.
Okay. No, not necessarily, because it could peck through the eyelids, you know?
I don't know. I mean, it's a buffalo.
We're gonna have to look up like the strength of the buffalo. Like how buffalo hide is strong.
I have seen buffaloes chase down bears.
What?
Before. Yes.
Well, we don't have that game this week, so no. Yeah, that game. We'll have to save that debate because that'll be a classic one. So, how could a buffalo possibly kill a raven on a field of battle?
Well, the raven isn't going to attack a buffalo that's still alive, for one.
Okay, but if you made him, like, if he had to, if you were like, okay, you have to fight. It's happening. So get in there, Raven, you know?
But if I...
You cut out what?
That raven is going to peck at the buffalo and nothing is going to happen.
So the buffalo's strong. It's got good defense. The buffalo team has... the Bills have a really, really good defense, is what you're saying. And the Ravens are quick, though. Like, they can swoop down and around, but the level of defense that Buffalo is currently at is far superior.
If that raven swoops down and tries to hit that buffalo, it's going to break its neck on the buffalo.
Interesting. It's like a passive sort of way of winning.
That buffalo is just fat.
Okay.
And if it gets behind the buffalo at all, that buffalo is going to kick that bird in the face.
Unless it pecks its eyes out, though. I'm just saying. Eye pecking. It could go for the jugular.
Well, okay, well, let's say the raven even gets that close. The buffalo moves its head around and bites that bird.
Are they biters?
A buffalo?
Yeah.
They have teeth.
Well, they do. Don't they eat, like, hay, though? Are they hunters? How do they survive? Like, what's their, like, you know, predatory ability?
Buffaloes normally survive by staying away from poachers and eating grass.
So they don't attack animals ever. And ravens, how do they stay alive?
I didn't say ever.
So how do ravens stay alive? Ravens stay alive by, like, killing other things, right?
I mean, I guess I can't say that I'm a bird expert.
Okay, that's a fair point. Okay, yeah. So the image that I'm currently showing is a picture of the ravens that are at the Tower of London. Okay, and these ravens, I saw them last year. They're huge, and they're like, these ravens that are currently there are like destined in the generations from the original ravens that like belong to the forefathers of the current rulers of England. And like, these ravens are very intimidating. Like, I'm looking at a picture right now and it's kind of freaking me out. You know, they sit there and they plan, especially as a team, and they're a team. They're not just one single raven. So what about a team of like 20? Okay, this is a good example. Okay, if you had like 25 ravens versus 25 buffalo, if the ravens all work together, as birds tend to do, then the birds would get it, wouldn't they?
Well, recently watching a show on Netflix, I was recently privy to information that a group of ravens is normally called an unkindness. They're called an unkindness of ravens.
Interesting.
Why, I'm not 100% sure because I've never looked that up. But generally a flock of ravens would be like swarming around a dead body,
Uh,
somewhat like vultures.
This is a surprisingly difficult one. See, for me, it was easy originally. I was just like, they're just going to peck their eyes out. And then once a buffalo doesn't have his eyes anymore, it's curtains. It's over. So that was my original thought. But maybe this is going to be a better game than I would have previously expected. Maybe there's a little bit more to this. Maybe they're both just kind of average teams, though. You know, I'm kind of feeling like maybe the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens are both just kind of in the middle ground. You know, they're just kind of... They're not overly motivated, but they're not like, you know, like little puppy dogs either, right?
Did you not watch the video I sent you about the buffalo?
Oh my goodness, I did watch the video you sent me about the buffalo. I forgot about the... Okay,
Did
the buffalo,
you not see
buffalo
him
has
take that wolf
That's it.
and kick that wolf right in the head?
I forgot. Oh, that's so funny that we were talking about that when you had just sent me a video about buffaloes.
I was wondering why you were having so much problems with this.
Okay, you're right. Yo, you're right. 100%. All right, it's going to
Guy
Buffalo.
on a buffalo.
YouTube it. Seriously, you guys. It's hilarious. All right, I've marked it off. It's not going to be the Ravens. It's going to be the Buffalo. That was not what I originally had guessed, but, you know, things change. Okay, so the next one, game number 3, is the Jacksonville Jaguars versus the New York Giants, which generally I feel like the Giants... you know, are like big. I'm thinking like Hagrid from Harry Potter. You know, they're big, they're strong, they have clubs. They also have the ability to use guns. I don't know if they ever really would. But then the Jaguars are going to come up and they're just going to like take them out at the knees. You know, like they're, you know, the Giants may have excellent defense, but at the end of the day, the Jacksonville Jaguars are way too fast. And they're just going to deke around them and go for the goal. You know?
Well, I mean, a regular human could maybe not stand as good of a chance against a jaguar, but a giant? At that point, it's like your little kitty cat your little house cat trying to come up and swat at your knee. What are you going to do? You're going to kick that cat across the room. Now, I don't support any type of hostility toward animals, but if it were a jaguar coming at me, I would, of course, defend myself if I were a giant. And being a giant, you know, ignoring the fact that Eli Manning had a horrible year last year, I would probably say that the Giants would win that one.
Interesting. Okay, then what about 20 Jaguars versus 20 Giants?
Would the Giants not also have giant guns?
Is a giant going to use a gun, though?
Well, we're giants to normal house cats, but we use guns, right?
Yeah, but we're talking about... I mean, what are we talking about when it comes to giants, anyways? What are they? Like, they're a mythological creature, right? So they have mythology.
Like at this point, all I know about a giant is you told me they had kneecaps because that's what the Jag was going to take out. So we know they have kneecaps.
Yeah, because they're quick and they're aggressive and they like they pounce. I mean, can a jaguar take out like an elephant? This is an excellent point.
Maybe not a big elephant. I don't know. Maybe a sickly one.
Okay. Don't Google elephants in that question. Weird stuff comes up. It's like, can this kind of gun kill an elephant? I'm like, what strange part of the internet? Okay, but it's a way to think about it. Like, if they could take out an elephant, I don't know if they could, though. And the one I'm looking at is currently with a background of snow, so they're not even around elephants. This one here. That one there works better. Again, this is more difficult than I originally had thought. To me, it was, like, so simple, but... I mean, if it's a giant and he has, like, a ginormous, like, club, then I could see he would just knock him out of the way and move on with his day, wouldn't he?
I will tell you this. In Google, when you put, can a jaguar kill a, everything comes up but elephant.
No
so
way.
Either people aren't curious.
Oh my god. It's like the first thing I wonder.
Everyone else is like, there's no way that that's possible.
Yeah, that I think that's likely. I think that's probably where it's heading. Okay, so we're going Giants then. Congratulations, New York. All right, okay. The next one is like one of my favorite ones to ever consider, which is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the New Orleans Saints. Now, this is a little bit tricky because I'm not exactly sure what the Saint is. Like some things I googled, it was like a symbol. I think it was a fleur de lis, and some people said it was like a Saint Bernard or something. And I was like, okay. And then sometimes it's like a saint, like a holy saint. I don't really know what they're going for. I like the idea of the Saint Bernard, but I don't think that that's what they're going for. What do you have any idea?
One second.
He's just gonna Google it because
I'm getting something about the Cathedral of Basilica of St. Louis, and something about King of France. The St. Louis Cathedral, or something, being in New Orleans, which is the oldest cathedral in the United States. Could have something to do with that.
So, first of all, let's just say that they don't seem to have a clear mascot situation happening. I'm not, I don't know why they don't, but I'm gonna assume that it's a saint, like a holy saint.
Buccaneers versus the Roman Catholics is what it sounds like.
Basically, yes, except saints. And saints have, like, special powers, don't they?
I was going to go with the whole Buccaneers are nasty swashbucklers that will lie, cheat, steal, and kill to get what they want, and saints, not so much. So it wouldn't be a fair fight because they would, by their morals, be held to taking the high road, where the Buccaneers would probably just do some skeezy business to get the job done.
Yeah, but the Buccaneers have Johnny Depp behind them and Pirates of the Caribbean, and therefore
Oh my
Disney.
God.
No, Johnny Depp has got to be considered when it comes to the Buccaneers. It's very significant.
Get out of here.
Okay, and
with that crap.
And also, we're not talking about like who's just going to win in like the universe in general. We're talking about on the field of battle. You're going in, and the thing that you're led by is, I guess, either like Johnny Depp and like where is the rum gone, or being led, I guess, in a sort of religious, sort of spiritual.
I mean, okay, at that
way.
point, if you're recruiting Johnny Depp and this is some sort of draft, we at the Roman Catholic delegation would like to recruit either Mary or Jesus.
Okay. All right. Okay, that's a little unfair.
See? You can't be bringing Johnny Depp and Disney into it.
I mean, it's Johnny Depp, though. I mean, that's I'm just saying we have to think about it when we're picking the people.
Wait. Is this Johnny Depp pre or post cocaine intervention?
I'm going to go Pirates of the Caribbean. No, it's not even going to be Johnny Depp. It's going to be Johnny Depp as Captain Jack Sparrow. I mean, who doesn't love Captain Jack Sparrow? Honestly.
Basically, the Mr. Magoo of the pirate world.
Yes.
Got it.
But he always wins. He always succeeds. He has luck. He's got luck on his side. It's you see, you made a really good argument to this one. You made a really good argument, and I can usually side with Johnny Depp 100% of the time, but I mean, you brought Jesus into it. I mean, who?
No, now hang on. Now let's
card.
leave Johnny. Let's leave all those out. Let's go with just straight Buccaneers versus Saints. I'm still siding with the Buccaneers myself, mainly because the Saints running back is suspended for like the first 5 games. Aside from that, the Saints are gonna not cheat, and the Buccaneers will do what they got to do to get the job done.
Are you saying the Buccaneers cheat?
Buccaneers are pirates.
You're saying
are they not?
Is this a football like inflation thing again? Is that what's happening? Because I heard about
you talking about deflate gate?
I'm just saying, are you saying that the Buccaneers are going to do that for week 1? Because I don't know if that's the best choice for them right now. I feel like it's not.
We were talking about winning in a fight. I thought we wasn't talking about football.
Sorry, you're right. I'm just saying, though. Now, okay, that's a whole other topic. You're right. Okay. But then the Buccaneers can play dirty, so then that means that, this is like good and evil. Good always wins. It's just what it is.
At this point, I could picture something like Buccaneers doing something horrible, like, hey, yeah, we're going to convert. We want to come to church. And then just like sneaking in and killing everybody and taking over the church.
Wow. That is quite being led by Captain Jack Sparrow. That's quite the image. But they're Saints, man. Like, they're always gonna win because they can't be. Can Saints be killed? No. So can they ever lose? No.
What are you talking about? Can Saints be killed? Of course they can.
There's no living.
They were persecuted like crazy.
Okay, but we're talking about, like, okay, human beings are not saints, right? Like, it's posthumously that they are made to saintdom. There's no living person that's like, you are now a saint, and then they live their life as a saint, right?
I don't know.
How do you, what? Is there a living person that's a saint? Is there a sainthood in it?
I mean, I think Nick Saban's kind of like on the road to saintdom.
Is that a football player?
That's the coach of the Alabama Crimson Tide.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, they're Alabama, they're cool then. But that's.
I mean, Saint Nick. It rolls off the tongue.
What do you, dude? This is not about the Crimson Tide. Although I can appreciate it. This is about the fighting.
You just asked me if there was a living saint. I gave you my best
But
example.
they won't make him a saint until he passes away, and then they go, he has become a saint, right?
Who, people in Alabama or everywhere else? I'm pretty sure it's almost nationally recognized at this point.
Okay, all right. So is it? I guess. See, this is why it's difficult when a team has an abstract idea of who their mascot is. Like, this is not a solid foundation of an idea. They go on and they're feeling holy and they're feeling good and they're appreciating it, but they're going in to fight. I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to say what I was going to say. I'm just saying that I don't know when it comes to being on the football team, a football field, on the pitch, during the match, if, you're going in there with the holiest of holies in your mind. I think you're going for, like, global domination in the moment, right? You're not in a headspace of, like, light and love and positivity. You're going in there and going to war, and I feel like the Buccaneers are always there, and so they're more comfortable there. They're going to be a more practice team. They have more...
What about the Crusade?
Okay, well, were there any...
The Holy War.
That's a decent... Okay, so we're talking Wrath now. Wrath is a pretty formidable opponent, actually. So we're talking Wrath versus practice, sort of, chaos. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to go with the Saints on this. What are you gonna go with? That's a tough one.
Well, if you're going with the divine part of it, yeah, I would go with the Saints.
I'm just saying there's a wrath that I did not consider. All right, so we're going Saints. I'm marking them all down. Okay, now the next one is, again, one of my favorite ones. I feel like this game is going to be amazing. I feel like this is the game. I feel like the Houston Texans versus the New England Patriots are going to be one of those games that are like, the fandom will be insane over. I feel like the hype will be so real, people are going to lose their minds, because the Texans versus the Patriots is like a tale as old as time. Song as old as rhyme.
Okay, so where are you leaning?
Okay, the Texans, right? There's a few points, obviously. It has to be said. I'm just saying, these are not personal opinions. We're going to be having George Bush, and there's going to be lots of guns, right? Those are two things, and that's what they have going, which is a solid thing to attack with, And the Patriots have, like, history, and, like, okay, yeah, Patriots, if we're talking American Patriots, like, historically they have muskets, which is not as good as, like, the AK-47, I would assume, but they believe in themselves,
And they believe in Tom Brady. Yep.
Who does?
The Patriots.
Where is Tom Brady from?
And Belichick. So.
Belichick. So I like that name. That's a good name. But where is Tom Brady from?
I don't know exactly where Tom Brady is from originally. I know he is the quarterback for the New England Patriots. And he is quite possibly one of the better quarterbacks. I would put him behind Aaron Rodgers right now for Green Bay, but still a proven quarterback that wins championships. But it's not about that. It's about George Bush and guns.
Well, I mean, I didn't want to say it. He was born in California. Interesting. He went to college in Michigan.
Yep.
Doesn't really help us here though. Doesn't really help us out. All right, I'm going back to the football pick.
Nope. No Wolverines in this one.
All right. No. What? Nope. Oh yeah. Okay. So then, if you were on a field and you had a bunch of Texans with guns and like Texans like love being Texans, right? Like I know that is a huge pride that they have. This is like a majorly important thing in life to them. And the Patriots super majorly importantly believe in what it is that they're doing and they're fighting for a cause. To me, this is a really, really, really difficult fight. Like
if we're going by mascots, I would say the Texans would win. Texans have money, old money. They got the resources to make stuff happen. Now, New England, I mean, it's oil money versus clam chowder money.
No, but these are the Patriots. So they have like old England money. Because that's where they came in when they were Patriots.
Right, because we kept all of England's money when we separated.
Exactly. Yes.
No, we
didn't.
didn't.
I know. It didn't happen.
We probably threw in the ocean with all the tea.
Yeah, that's probably true. But a patriot is still like a patriot will live and die by their mission.
And the Texan will die over football. There is no state on the planet that takes football more seriously than Texas.
I could see that.
No state.
Yeah, it makes sense because it's a Texas team and they name themselves after themselves. That's how much they love what they do and themselves. And I can totally appreciate that. All right, fine. I'm going to go Texans then. I'm going Texans. I've lost my pen.
Patriots would win in a football game though.
Would they though? Why would
Tom Brady.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter because it's about who you're led by.
Okay, hold up. So, give me two hockey teams real quick.
Okay.
Just two hockey teams.
The Vancouver Canucks and the LA Kings.
We're going to put Wayne Gretzky on the Canucks.
All right.
Who's going to win?
Oh. I mean, hockey's a really difficult one. There's a reason I don't debate hockey because the hockey mascots don't make any sense at all. The mascot
Not
for the
hockey
Canucks
mascots.
is like a Vancouver.
I said in football the Patriots would win, and you're like, would
nobody
they though?
Needs to know
So I
about
took two
that.
hockey teams. I said, put Wayne Gretzky on one of them. We'll put him on the Canucks. Whoever Gretzky's on in his prime, he would win.
Unless you put. I don't really know that much about hockey. I'm not gonna lie.
Wayne Gretzky is the great one, and so is Tom Brady.
But okay, what if you put Tom Brady on LA? But he was the Tom Brady of hockey.
What?
Okay, we've gone into a weird place. We've gone into a weird place. That makes no sense at all. I'm just saying, it depends at the end of the day who would win in the we're talking about the mascot fight. This is not about the sport.
Tom Brady.
Okay. So you're saying the Patriots are going to win.
I am.
I mean, I like what you said about nobody loves football more than Texans. I like that. I like the sound of that. I'm going to go Texans.
Fair enough.
Okay, the next one is the 49ers, the San Francisco 49ers and the Minnesota Vikings. Now, I have considered this one before, as me and you have discussed.
So where's Tom Selleck from?
Okay, I'm going to give you... Hold on, let me find it here. Wiki. Okay, I just want you to picture this. Oh no. Oh, this is gonna work well. Okay. Oh, I had it. There we go. Okay, I want you to picture this. Okay. All right. Okay. I want you to picture a dude, okay, in 1849 in the California Gold Rush, right? So picture that in your mind, okay? He's got a big-ass mustache, though. Something significant to the story. He's dressed with plaid pants and a red shirt, and he's jumping in midair with his hat falling off and firing pistols in each hand, one nearly shooting his foot and the other pistol forming the words 49ers from its smoke.
Okay.
That's the description.
Now, do you want me to tell you how many times San Francisco has actually shot themselves in the foot?
Oh no. See, the mascot thing is a thing, dude. I'm telling you. It's a thing, okay? Like, there is a significance between a team being clumsy, between them making mistakes, between them missing catching the ball, you know? This is a thing. Not surprised.
But if we're going by mascots,
Yes.
a 49er versus a Viking, I'm thinking more Wild West terms. Of shoot first, ask questions later. Well, the Viking's not going to have a clue what a gun is and how this hot piece of lead went through him at such a high rate of speed and he couldn't block it with his wooden shield.
Yeah, but he's not going to care because he's a Viking. He's going to be like, oh, look, a bullet, eye roll, and then he's going to be like, Hulk smash, whooah, and then the guy's going to die. Like, he's not going to care.
I think you've been watching too much like Game of Thrones.
Oh my god, I was totally thinking of Game of Thrones.
Yeah, that's not
God.
really how that works.
I was
because
100% thinking that. That's so weird that you said that.
Oh no. I've not watched Game of Thrones, but I also know that anyone who has watched Game of Thrones thinks that Vikings are superheroes.
Well, I'm just thinking of the dude that, there's this main dude, I can't remember his name, but he's married to the Khaleesi, and this dude comes up to him, and he's, like, challenging him, and the dude's like, yo, what's up? And he's like, what's up? And then he, like, takes this big sword, and he, like, shoves it into his chest, like, on his shoulder, like, flat blade, like, not in stabbing, but, like, flat, like he was hitting him with a baseball bat in like, the side of his chest, and he hits him with this blade, and the dude looks at him like, so? Like I care. And then he, like, obviously, I think he kills him. I can't actually remember what happens. Don't want to give any spoilers. But he didn't even care. He didn't even flinch.
It was a flat blade against the chest. That's like smacking you with a...
No, it was not a flat blade. It went into the skin. I mean, we're talking, like, let's say it didn't end well. Okay? It was not a good situation. But he, at the time, was like, psh, psh, whatever. So what? I have a giant sword now. Like, he took the blade side, and he hit it, like, blade in. So it went into his body in a big long whoosh, into like his like left pectoral, like way in there. Like the blade was super in there. He was bleeding. It was really, really gross. And he was like, whatever, I don't care. And I feel like that's what would happen with a Viking. I feel like Vikings, you know, they didn't really care that much.
Give me the guns any day. Because I don't care how tough a Viking is. Let me pop him once or twice in the head. Pop, pop, he gone.
But this is also old bullets, right? These are like, what did they say, 18... Did they even have dueling pistols in the 1800s?
What?
This is in 1849. Why would a miner in 1849 have, like, dueling pistols?
They had rifles then.
So why is he firing pistols then?
Maybe he likes revolvers.
Oh, they had revolvers in 1849?
I'm looking it up.
I think that's a good idea. This is important.
Yes, they did.
But they were old ones.
And believe it or not, it pulled up, let's see, the 1849 Wells and Fargo models.
All right.
Let's just say, and Colt made revolvers, pocket revolvers even.
But they were usually handmade bullets, right? Like, they weren't the best bullets. They're not really going to hurt anyone.
Yeah, I mean, they were lead-shaped bullets, just like today. I mean, not lead-shaped, but, like, they were good.
All right.
They killed people.
All right, fine. I'll go 49ers, but I'm...
A bullet versus... Oh,
a
it's
bullet
bullets.
versus he's a Viking. He doesn't care. He's like, shoot me 30 times, whatever. I'm just going to keep
going. He's still
going.
a human.
Okay, yes, technically, he is a human. But, I mean, okay, I guess the thing we also have to consider here, the most important factor when you're looking at the San Francisco 49ers, is that the dude has a mustache, and then because of the mustache, there's Tom Selleck that's in there, and Magnum P.I., and Tom Selleck pretty much always wins in a fight. That's like Chuck Norris, or like, you know, any other example like that, you know?
And aside from the awesome mustache, let's not forget the epic shorts he wore in Magnum P.I.
Oh my god, it was so good. I love Magnum P.I. so much. Okay, we have to vote for Magnum P.I. I mean, really, it comes down to that. Who's going to battle against Magnum P.I.? Even a Viking would be like, dude, I can't do it. Your show's hilarious.
Oh, God.
All right, the next one is the Titans versus the Dolphins. Tennessee Titans versus the Miami Dolphins. I feel like this one's pretty easy. I mean, yes, okay, the Miami Dolphins obviously have Ace Ventura because, like, you know, Jim
You're
Carrey.
going to vote against Flipper?
No, it's not that I'm going to vote against Flipper, but what is the Dolphin going to do against a freaking Titan? Nothing. It's going to do nothing. It has great potential. It's really, really smart. It could, like, you know, slap anybody unconscious. I have no doubt. You know, with its tail, it has weapons. It could beak him to death. That's a thing. But, you know, a Titan? No. No.
But the Dolphin could communicate with Aquaman.
It's an interesting point. I love that you
And we're not talking about the 1980s version of Aquaman, which was pure garbage. We're talking about the 2016 and to date Aquaman that is a complete bad A.
Aquaman. Is that the one that guy that I was just referring to from Game of Thrones that he's in? No, that's another dude, isn't it? The new Marvel movies or whatever it is. He's like, he swims. He's a water guy. It's not Aquaman. Is it Aquaman?
I have no idea. Like I said, I don't watch Game of Thrones.
Like Batman. There's like a movie. Is it Aquaman? Yeah, but what is Aquaman going to do against a Titan?
Aquaman is in Justice League. And what?
Oh, yeah, so it is that guy. It is that guy. So then he's going to have the influence of the Vikings. But even still, even a Viking.
Is he, though?
Yeah, he is. He's going to be playing Aquaman. I'm pretty sure.
No, I'm talking about... You said he's going to have the influence of the Titan.
Well, yeah, because it's the same actor. So obviously there's influence there. Right?
I thought Titans were gods.
I think they're like offshoots of gods. But I don't...
I thought the...
I don't actually know.
I thought Titans actually were the, like, parents of the gods?
I don't know. My only reference to Titans is Xena Warrior Princess, and it was only one episode, so I don't really know that much. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my gosh. Like the Lucy Lawless?
Yes! Yes! Which the Titans have going for them. They have Xena. I mean, Xena was against them in the episode, so then it's going to be kind of Xena and Dolphins and Aquaman against Titans. And in the episode, to be fair, Xena did put them back in the mountain, but she didn't kill them, so... I just can't see how Titans wouldn't win. Like, in this case. There are a lot of cases where they would, but I feel like solidly in this case, it's going to go down to the Titans. Agreed? Agree on the Titans?
Sure.
Alright, okay. The next one is going to be the Cincinnati Bengals and the Indianapolis Colts, which seems really obvious. Like, there's a few of these that we could just go through quickly, because right away you're kind of like, okay, you know, the Bengal Tigers versus the little tiny horsies. I mean, I'm not even sure how that's their mascot. But then I looked it up and I realized their symbol is the horseshoe, which is luck. You know, that's a formidable opponent. They have dumb luck, you know.
Oh my goodness.
They do. They are really lucky. They are a team that when they go in, you may be thinking like, oh my god, they're never going to win. And yet for some reason, all the Bengals end up dead. They all trip and fall in front of them on like some snow
I'm
or something.
just saying, you have no idea how true the statement of they have luck really is, because their quarterback is, in fact, Andrew Luck.
Oh my god. I'm telling you, it seems weird, this whole thing, but you may find that there is some truth to it over time, okay? Just saying. So, you know, there's a lucky team, so that factors in. The main dude is going to be, last name is Luck. That's significant. That matches with the thing. They're really prioritizing luck, though, which I've generally found in video games are, like, not the best stat to go with. Sometimes. Fallout has it as a thing.
the fact that Andrew Luck is on the team, and if he stays healthy, if their Luck stays healthy, I would assure you that the Colts would beat the brakes off the Bengals.
But on the average day, without your Luck, it's a Bengal freaking Tiger. You're done. It's over. It's curtains. You're not gonna win. But I didn't know the Luck, dude. On top of the lucky symbol, that's double luck. I mean, double luck it's even better than regular luck.
I mean, if you're going mascots, and that's what we're doing, then I would definitely say that the Bengals would win. They are Tigers versus
versus luck, versus crossing your fingers and hoping for the best. And like as well, if you're being led by let's hope for the best, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Hold on.
I got my Sharpie ready. I'm about to cross it off.
Well, actually, their sports mascot is, let's see here. It's a blue horse.
What?
But it is a anthropomorphic blue horse who wears a white Colts jersey with a horseshoe on the front.
The Colts?
Yes.
Okay, that makes way more sense. I was like, I thought you were talking
When you said horseshoe, I was like, I am fairly certain I have seen a weird blue mascot jumping around on the side.
So it's a thing. It's just not. I mean, who's gonna win in a fight? That dude? You know what I mean? Like a horse? No.
But it's important though that you pay attention to what it said by, and oh gosh, I'm gonna get tongue tied. Anthropomorphic, or
yeah.
I guess, or anthropomorphic.
Yeah,
That is, I think, having human characteristics. If you have a horse that has human characteristics, it has all the attributes of a horse, but things like a human. So, what does that do for you in the battle against a tiger?
It doesn't do a lot, honestly. I mean, imagine if you're like a hunter and you're like in the Serengeti and you're going against a tiger, and then someone's like, pshoo, and they put you into horse form. Like, you know you're pretty much gonna die. You know? Like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna hoof them to death? Like, no.
Well, I mean, I have an interesting picture for you. You're all about pictures.
Yeah. I am all about pictures.
If you will check your Discord and click on that link.
I can absolutely check my Discord. It'll be fine. I definitely... How do I... Okay. I don't... Yeah, no, it shows my Discord. It shows my Discord. Wait.
That's a pretty beefy looking horse, don't you think?
Okay. Hold on. I need to get the image up because I don't want anyone to be able to see all the information. Okay. Oh. Alright. No, it's gonna be this one. Alright. What the hell is going... I'm sorry. I apologize. But I mean, you have to admit, what is this? I don't understand what I'm looking at. I'm sorry I didn't have the button pressed down because I was so in shock. What am I looking at here, Heafum? What is this?
Do you not see the horse?
I see he has hands.
That is a huge jacked up horse.
I mean...
You could snap that tiger's neck.
He's got smug face, definitely. He's like, whatever. He's like, cool. I feel like this team thinks that they're a little bit cool. And, maybe they are. But maybe they think they're a little too cool, which maybe gives them a little bit of overconfidence. This good luck guy looks a little overconfident to me. But maybe that's for a reason. Maybe they're a great team. Maybe. I mean, he probably moves slow.
Who knows?
It looks like he missed leg day from what I can see in this.
Skipped leg day.
It's gotta be said. He's really top heavy, is this their mascot? Is this real?
No, actually, I mean that is a drawing of what someone depicted as their mascot, but
Oh my
I'm gonna go
god.
ahead and tell you that their what I am about to send you is their actual mascot.
I just switched to the next photo, which looks like he's a little dragon or something.
Okay, yes. um, so as you can see, and in that slide that you went over to the next one,
Yep.
if you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over to the left,
Yep.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that the Tigers
Yep.
are gonna win.
We're just gonna not talk about this team's mascot anymore.
Nope.
Oh. Oh man. I'm just feels bad, man. All right, so yeah, we're gonna be going with the Bengals in this situation, and good luck with your luck to the Colts for this game, because I feel like it's not gonna go well. But they do have luck on their side, so it could, it could. But
if he stays healthy.
Yes, of course, health. That's what matters. What does it
He
matter?
has injury issues.
Oh, awkward. We're not gonna focus on that.
Yep.
Because people might choose the other way, even for reasons that are other than the important reasons, which are obviously, the mascots. We don't want people focusing on injuries.
I'm assuming people that are going to watch this are going to have some inkling of an idea of what happens with football, and they will know, my God, Andrew Luck is so great, yet he is made of glass.
Oh, well, that's the luck factoring in for you. See, like I said, this is a thing, okay? There is a luck
That's
factor.
your offensive line sucking, but yes, we'll go with that.
That's all I'm saying. Okay, so the next one is Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Cleveland Browns, which is one that, like, for me, I didn't understand the history of the Pittsburgh Steelers when I was first looking through this list. I thought, okay, Steelers. At first I thought steelworkers. It's not steelworkers. It's just the steel industry, which is a very strong industry, but, like, versus the Cleveland Browns, which obviously has, like, a Family Guy influence to it, like, by way of the character Cleveland Brown from Family Guy, which is obviously a great show, so you have to factor in the cast of Family Guy when it comes to the actual fight on the field, versus the other side being industry. It's a tough one. This is a really, that the Family Guy cast, and the Cleveland Browns themselves are actually like doggies, right? He's a poochie. He's like an old English bulldog or something.
No, their mascot is actually a character named Chomps, and a real dog named Swagger. And is a Labrador Retriever.
Oh, little Labrador Retriever. These little bushy faces, little floppity ears. I just love dogs. Well, I mean, just the cuteness factor alone. And you're fighting for him. Like, okay, in an actual fight, though, I mean, Labrador is not the most. I mean, as a dog, he has teeth. He can claw. That's a thing. Versus the Steelers. What is the Steelers? What are they fighting for? Like, what's on the battlefield? I don't understand this team.
Well, their mascot is actually a very large steelworker named Steely McBeam. If you look at that.
All right.
And he is a very large, what looks to be a well-built steelworker.
Oh my. Who does he look like? He reminds me of someone. I'm not sure who, though. I mean,
Not sure.
Okay, let's just say this right away. It's gonna be like a team that's physically strong, clearly, because he can lift an entire like beam of steel under his arm like it's nothing, and he can wave it around too. Probably, that is a solid opponent against a puppy like a doggy though. This guy's a monster. Like, I don't know. This team is a little on the aggressive side, I would guess.
I think the Steelers got this one. If we're going by
I think so
normal
too.
rule of thumb here.
Yep. Yeah, I'm going Steelers too. Okay, the next one is the Kansas City Chiefs with the Los Angeles Chargers against the Los Angeles Chargers. And this is a tough one for me, as you know. It's we don't need this dude. Steely McBeam does not need to be on the screen for that long. Oh my goodness. Okay. So in this scenario, the Chargers mascot. Have you looked up the Chargers mascot?
Yes, Boltman. Everybody knows who Boltman is.
This dude looks nuts. Like, he looks like, he looks just... He's not a friendly dude. He is not a friendly dude.
He looks electrifying.
He looks really scary. I don't want to say what it looks like, but you guys are thinking it as well, that there is something not right with this guy. I mean, look at his face. Why is he... this guy scares me, quite frankly. I mean, this guy really freaks me out. I feel like this guy on like a field of battle would, and plus he's representative of Lightning as well, so he's obviously fast. It's probably a fast team. And this guy looks completely insane. Versus the Chiefs, who obviously have experience. It's an old team, They see themselves as a senior team. Probably a lot of people probably respect Kansas City. Did they necessarily win all the time? Probably not, I would guess. But, I mean, this dude, I don't know what this guy's capable of. Like, I don't know what he's capable of, but I would not want to be against him in a fight. If that showed up to a field of battle, I would be scared. Would you not be scared?
Well, they have two different mascots. The Kansas City Chiefs do.
Well, what's their other mascots?
There's KC Wolf, and which I guess is the more PC version of what you can have other than a chief, versus Warpaint.
Yeah, alright. But look at this guy's face, though. I mean, look at his face. He is very intense. Does he sleep? No. He's just always awake. That is the face of fear. This face will give me nightmares. This guy should be in a horror movie. Like, this dude is scary. This is one of the most aggressive looking mascots I have seen thus far in this entire thing.
Yeah, I'd have to give it to the Chargers on that one.
Yeah, he just never looks friendly. That's super. What is going on? Oh my goodness, I just found a picture of the Lightning dude against a dude in a Predator mask that is representative of the Raiders for some reason. I don't know what's happening there. It looks like a very scary movie that I will never watch, so I'm just going to cross that on the list and pretend it never happened. Okay, so we're giving it to the Chargers. Okay, next one is the Seahawks and the Broncos. So the Broncos, remind me what the Broncos are again. They're...
The Bronco?
Yeah, their mascot. It's a horse?
They're a horse, yeah.
Fucking Broncos? Yeah. So it's a horse versus the Seahawks, similarly to the earlier one, where you have a bird versus like a land-dwelling animal. Again, though, Seahawks, like, they can look very intimidating. I gotta get this off my screen. It's so scary. I can't even. Oh no. I've lost it. I need to look up generic football image. I don't want to. There we go. Okay, so in my opinion, even though a Bronco could kick a Seahawk quite easily, a Seahawk is going to come down, it's going to peck its freaking eyes out, and it's going to take out the jugular, and then the game's over. There's nothing more to be done in this kind of scenario. What are you thinking?
Well, I don't know. Taken into the fact that I've actually seen a fight between these two.
What? For the first time ever? There's a witnessed fight? Who won the... Oh my goodness, you actually saw this? I suddenly realized you actually witnessed a bird fighting a horse?
No, I actually saw both the mascots fight.
Oh, okay. Haha, that's a completely different thing. I was like, oh so... Like, that's terrible, but who won? We need to know for science. Well, who did win?
Go look it up. It's a fun fact.
I'm not going to look it up. You got to tell me. I don't know what
leave it up for literature.
I'm going to... Well, just
gotta torture you.
No, you can't do that. You have to tell me who won in a fight.
I think the Seahawks won the fight.
I feel like the Seahawks won in the fight, too. I do. I feel like they're tough. They're a tough bird. I don't know why so many teams are representative of birds. I guess because they want to be seen as they're like quick. They can fly. So okay, Seahawks it is. All right, next one we got the Dallas Cowboys versus the Carolina Panthers. Why just Carolina? What's up with that? What happened there?
I don't know. That's out of my pay grade.
Well, like, isn't there like a North Carolina and like a South Carolina and like?
So maybe they represent both Carolinas?
Is that a common thing in the Carolinas?
How should I know?
You're American. You know all these things.
No, I don't. I mean, at this point, I know California wants to divide into 3 different separate sovereign states.
Really? That would make sense for California. I could see that actually. Yeah. It's like Quebec. You know, other story.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so in this situation, we're not going to ignore the whole separation of the Carolinas. They've come together, which is 2 states supporting one team, which is significant, but not that significant because it's not like they're Texas. So you have a panther versus a cowboy. Now, a cowboy is obviously going to have a gun, but then a panther is like quick and he's got his claws. I mean, I don't know. Even like the most seasoned of hunters who hunt panthers, if people hunt panthers, they should never hunt panthers. But they would still get clawed to death sometimes.
It's also Dak Prescott versus Cam Newton, which, if you go by college careers, Cam Newton was way better. Cam Newton's still really good.
Newton?
Yes. Newton, like the fig, but much faster and gets paid a lot
Like
more.
the fig? That's what you went with Newton? That's
best
awesome.
I could come up with.
That's the best comparison ever. I love that. Okay, so we have a delicious food on the one side, factoring in. And what's the other side again? Who's the other dude?
Dak Prescott?
Like Dax Shepard, who's a really good comedian?
I have no idea. I know it's Dak.
Like DAC?
I think it's like DAK Prescott.
DAK. Okay. Alright. I'm not gonna... Dak.
It is Dak Prescott, DAK.
DAK Prescott. Prescott was the name that was used in the Scream movies, which were very successful until the last one, and then the weird series they had on Netflix that I don't think many people watched. But before that, it was a very successful series, and they did have a very good killer in it.
We're reaching on this one.
A little bit, but it's still there. So you got the Scream killer, and you got a bunch of cowboys, okay? And then you have some really good food, but you got a bunch of panthers, so they're already well fed. I mean, this is a tough one. I feel like this is going to be a good game. I feel like I would personally vote for the Panthers because I have more faith in animals to be like quick. Like, how do you even shoot an animal moving that fast? I don't know if you can. You know? And it's a cowboy. It's not like he doesn't have an assault rifle. He's a cowboy. I mean, I guess cowboys still exist. Yeah, I guess modern day cowboys. I'm thinking old school cowboys. Modern day cowboys are probably pretty well armed.
Mascots, I'm probably gonna give it to the Cowboys. A gun versus a panther is an amazing thing to have.
What about at close range though? See, maybe in like the long game.
Even better.
But they're so quick. Like, you shoot a panther once. Okay, let's just say you get a couple shots off on a panther. Is it going to drop them down, though?
It will discourage it heavily.
Will it? I'm not sure.
I have seen a rolled up newspaper discourage a 250-pound dog. I feel like a couple of gunshots directly to the chest would discourage the kitty.
Alright, okay, alright, fine. I will go Cowboys. Although you have to factor in the adorableness of the kitties. But okay, I'm still gonna go with Cowboys. We're still gonna go Cowboys. Okay, we have 4 left.
You think Cowboys focus on adorable?
No, they don't. They really don't. No. It depends on the cowboy probably, but generally no. Okay, so the next one we have again the Washington Redskins versus the Arizona Cardinals. Now, this is I mean,
Oh, the Redskins got this easy.
oh, I mean, easily. This is like one of the easiest matches there will ever be, ever in the sport.
The Redskins are getting lunch at this point.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Like, not even a question, right? Like, I'm sure we will discuss this again. But, I mean, have you looked up a picture of a cardinal? I mean, he's got a, like, you know, he's got a beak. Yeah, but he's really little. You know?
Although, if you take a look at Chief Z, Chief Z's getting kind of old.
I feel like I've ventured into an area of the internet that I should not start looking through.
Probably not.
Alright, let's not look up those. Okay. No matter what, though, it's a tiny little birdie. You know? I mean, the most it's going to do is break the Chief's heart when it dies. And then the Chief's going to die. And then everyone's going to be sad. You know?
Nope, the Chief's going to cook it and eat.
No, because he's so cute and little, though. The little birdie is just like a little cheep. You can't even eat him. There isn't even enough meat to eat on these birds, I don't think. You know, they're just very little. I'm not sure what's happening with this mascot. I can only imagine there's got to be a lot of history. It's got to be an old team. I can't think of any other reason why. There needs to be an explanation about this mascot, because it's just... How are you supposed to be led? This team cannot be good. This can't be a good team. I don't care what anyone says.
The Cardinals have been decent.
Exactly. You're not like, this is such a good team. Does it have a player on it that, like, is significant?
I mean...
No, they don't. They don't, do they? Because they're led by a tiny
I
little
can more
bird.
give you the St. Louis Cardinals as far as, like, baseball better than I can names off of the Arizona Cardinals.
This is about the NFL, though. I need an explanation in writing, please, from the Cardinals situation team, because I need to understand better. I need to understand the fight that is behind the Cardinals.
I mean, you got Sam Bradford. Sam Bradford is their quarterback.
Samuel Bradford?
I mean, it just says Sam. I don't know if he is Samuel, but that's the only
Samsonite.
notable name that I know.
Samsonite Bradford. It's gotta be. We're gonna have to go with Washington Redskins. That's it. The Cardinal is red. Red is a very powerful color. That's true. They have red on their jerseys. They're feeling good. It's kind of like blood. But then you have the Redskins again. It's just... no. No. Sit down, Cardinals. It's going to the Redskins. There's no question. All right, the next game is the Chicago Bears versus the Green Bay Packers, which is, again, a really good game. It's going to be a good game. I feel really good about this because the Packers are, like, based on Packer industry, but they're also actual Packers, right? So they have, like, X-Acto knives, and they have, like, duct tape and, like, that packing tape stuff, and they have... what else do they use? They use other stuff. You know, the most significant weapon that they use? I don't know if you know what this is called, but you know those things that you use to cut paper with? They're like big blocks of wood, like a piece of wood, and then they have that big slicey, knifey thing that's on the side. It has a wooden handle on it. You know what I'm talking about? You go like, whoosh, and it like cuts paper. You like move the paper along, and then at the end of it, it's like, whoosh, and it cuts the paper. And you move the paper along on the wood, and then it cuts the paper. I don't know what this is called. I have no idea. But, you know, they could break the handle off that, and they could hit the Bears with it. Heafum, are you there?
Oops. Button. Sorry.
It's all good. We're getting used to Ventrilo. It's a new thing.
So, I have actually, using Google, come to the conclusion that some say that Green Bay has no mascot, and others say that Packy the Packer used to be their mascot. So I've not ventured into who Packy the Packer is just yet, because I'm really afraid to click on it.
Don't click on it. Just leave that alone. You don't want to go there. It's like the same thing I was just looking up. Just leave that area of the internet alone. And just imagine a dude who like has packing tape and an X-Acto knife and that big knifey swishy thing that he breaks off that basically becomes a big machete. Imagine that.
Versus a bear?
Versus a bear.
Staley the bear?
I don't know. I'm just imagining a general bear. I mean, okay, you'd hit him with, like, say a machete, a packer wield a machete, like, trying to hit the bear, and the bear's like, roar. I mean, the bear's not going down, is he?
No, the Bears got him.
Yeah, the Bears got it. The Bears got it. I think the Packers are going to make a really solid effort, and they're going to start strong, and they're going to just run out there. They're going to have their machetes ready to go. And I just feel the Bears are going to be like, listen, we just got this one. It's not your fault. You know, there'll be other games. You know, both teams are probably really solid. This is not a bad mascot, you know, either way. It's just the Bears got it.
Let's totally not pay attention to the fact that Aaron Rodgers would probably discount, double-check them all down the field.
Who's Aaron Rodgers?
Probably one of the better quarterbacks. Some say currently the best quarterback in the National Football League.
Which team is he on?
Green Bay Packers.
So Aaron Rodgers, which is kind of like Mr. Rogers, and everybody loves Mr. Rogers, but a bear's still gonna kill him.
Oh, you really love him if you got him on your fantasy team.
Mr. Rogers?
Yes.
No, I mean Mr. Rogers.
If you're talking about Aaron Rodgers.
No, I'm talking about Mr. Rogers from the TV show. Did you never watch Mr. Rogers? Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood?
Yes, everyone knows who Mr. Rogers is.
Just making sure. I didn't know if it was a Canadian anything. All right, we're down to our final two teams. Okay, so just to be clear, that last one, the Bears had it. The second to final game is the New York Jets versus the Detroit Lions. A Jets obviously gonna win. I mean, Top Gun, you got Tom Cruise there. There's a whole Scientology thing on top of that. The Jets are gonna win. It just is what it is. There's money, there's power. You know, they're tax-free. They're just gonna win. So that's what's happening. So prepare yourself.
I need you to hold that thought.
All right. Okay.
This just in.
Yep.
Now, they don't have an official mascot, but their unofficial mascot is named Fireman Ed.
That seems a little off-brand.
It is. But if you look up the New York Jets mascot and you get the absolute awful pictures of Fireman Ed.
Is it just a dude?
You get nothing from Top Gun.
I'm not feeling any Top Gun from this at all. There is no Cruise in this.
Did you see it?
I mean, I'm just seeing a bunch of dudes wearing hats. Mostly. It's just a dude wearing a fireman hat. Right? It looks to me like it's just a dude wearing a fireman hat. That's not very Top Gun. It's just not very it's just not very Top Gun. But there's still the Jets. Then why are they the Jets? Why are they called the Jets? I'm so confused as to why they're called the Jets. I feel like Heafum, you're not pushing down your push or talk button. Oh wait, I'm looking up a thing called Jetman right now, but I don't know if that's the same thing. I'm not gonna scroll anymore. I'm not going to scroll anymore. I can't hear you, just so you know, Heafum.
Well, I was typing in, why are the New York Jets? Because I was going to see why they were named that.
Yes.
And I just put, why are they, and it says New York Jets so bad as the top thing I can pick.
Wow. Well, I mean, the image in the background of the screen right now that I have is giving me an indication as to why. I guess what they're going for. Okay, alright, I'm looking at a different angle now. I have a different angle, okay? I have a different angle. You know what the angle that we're gonna go for is in this?
What?
It's gonna be 9/11. It's gonna be patriotism. It's gonna be firefighters. It's gonna be believing in like the civil servants and the people that work for the people of the country. Oh my god, that's such a good mascot. It's like all Americans, you know, like the saviors.
And you're gonna kill them off.
No, not
with a tiger.
No, man, because okay.
Or lions.
Lions, yeah, but no, I say. I will not allow this to happen. I think that a New Yorker, can they have guns in that state? I'll give them guns. I'll give them guns.
Oh, God.
I believe
Can
in
they
this
have
team.
guns in that state?
Can they? Is
Let's
that a thing?
ignore the crime rate. Let's not think about all the gangs.
It's not what this
in
is
New
about.
York.
No. It's not about
Can
my
they
personal
have
beliefs
guns?
as a Canadian. No, I'm asking you, can we arm these dudes? Can we arm these guys
Oh,
against the
sure.
Lions?
You can buy them out of a trunk there, probably.
Perfect. They're readily available in the streets. Excellent. So not only they have a big ass hose with water which will blow back the lion, but people can shoot them. You see that it happens. It's not good, but it happens. People kill lions. Dude, it's gonna have to be the Jets. I mean, it's gonna have to be the Jets. This is America. How could it not be a firefighter? How could you not vote for a firefighter, Heafum?
I mean...
Yeah, I took it there.
You got me.
I took it there. That's where we went today.
Because the Jets suck.
How could you say that about my favorite team?
Because they suck so bad.
They don't. I really should take off the images on the back of the screen right now because it's not helping my argument. But they're wearing their firefighters, man.
Yeah, you saw some of them pictures, didn't you?
Yeah. They're still up. Everyone can see them. It's not good. It's not the best. It's not ideal. I don't know how.
Okay, even though you fed me the history line of garbage, a lion versus a man in a hat, nah.
A man in a hat that has a high-powered water gun and guns.
Okay,
That's
the guns
not even...
I can go with, I guess.
Yeah, he's got guns. You know they have guns, and so yeah. Well,
I mean, earlier you were so ready not to let the tigers go down to a gun, but now you just totally hopped the bus here.
This is a great team. I believe in the New York Jets this year. I feel like they are going to go all the way. I feel like they are going to be the final teams in the playoffs. It's going to be the Stanley Cup. It's going to go to the New York Jets. The Sugar Bowl, all the cups. Pour it into their coffee. The Jets have
Somewhere
it this year.
There will be a Jets fan who appreciates your kind words, but also wants to give you a gentle pat on the head and say, "Dear little Canadian." It just can't be. And everyone else is holding their sides, trying not to burst with laughter.
No, they can win. I believe they can go all the way. I believe in this team. They made me believe in them. I mean, look at this dude. He's so enthusiastic as well. You can't see the mouse
If the Jets win
yes,
the Super Bowl this year,
yes,
I'll give you $1,000.
I don't need $1,000. I need the credit. That's what I need. I need for you to say, you know what, there might be something to this mascot thing. That's all I ask for. We've just all mascot. We'll see.
I mean, I'm more of a believer in stats, but I can appreciate the argument, and we're going to see. We're going to compile your win-losses here.
Yes, we will.
And we'll go from there.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so the last game, and this is a little bit longer a video than I intended. I'm sure we'll get faster at it as we go along. Yeah, we probably won't, but we'll try. Okay, so the Los Angeles Rams versus the Oakland Raiders. Now, I believe the Oakland Raiders are pirates, right?
Yes.
They're like, okay, so they're pirates. So they're like, we got the Johnny Depp factor in again. Johnny Depp's on the field, and I'm voting for him at the beginning. And then you have the Rams, who are like animals again. And you got people who have like muskets and swords, and they're like, there's Johnny Depp, and you have Disney behind him. He's got money, he can buy all the guns. And then you have like a ram.
Technically, the Oakland Raiders don't have a mascot. The pirate is just the symbol, but it's not the mascot, and it does not have a name.
So what is a Raider then? It's just a dude. It's like the Canucks, Johnny Canuck.
I don't know.
They have to have a dude that walks around in a big fuzzy costume.
It looks horrible. Yeah, they have something, it looks like. And it looks really dumb.
Oh no. Oh no. No.
And there you are.
No. What are you doing, Raiders? Your symbol is so cool with the Raiders, with the pirate, with the eye patch. I mean, okay, it doesn't help with the peripherals that much, but still, you know, depth perception is probably going to be altered slightly or all the way. But I'm going with the piratey thing. It's got to be the pirate dude. He's got swords. Okay, it's got to be the dude with the swords. It's gonna be a dude with swords against a ram. I mean, okay. Like, rams can ram things, but a raider is going to sword him. He's going to cutlass him to death.
I mean, I could go with that.
All right. We're going with the Raiders. All right, I'm going to review now every team for the week of September the 6th, which is this week right now. So, game number 1 is going to be the Eagles. Game number 2 is going to be the Buffalo Bills. Game number 3 is going to be the New York Giants. Game number 4 is going to be the New Orleans Saints. Game number 5 is going to be the Houston Texans. 6 is going to be the San Francisco 49ers. 7 is going to be the Tennessee Titans. Game 8 is going to be the Cincinnati Bengals. Game 9 is going to be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Kind of surprises me. I'm not sure about that one still, but whatever. Game number 10 is going to be the Kansas City... No, it's not. It's going to be the Los Angeles Chargers. My bad. You know, the crazy mascot dude. Game number 11 is going to be the Denver Broncos. Game number 12 is going to be the Dallas Cowboys. Game number 13 is going to be the Washington Redskins. Game number 14 is going to be the Green Bay... No, it's going to be the Chicago Bears. Sorry. It's going to be the Chicago Bears. Game 15 is going to be the New York Jets, and Game 16 is going to be the Oakland Raiders, and that concludes your weekly football picks for the week of September the 6th. Good luck to everybody who is voting or betting or whatever you do with all that.
If you bet against Aaron Rodgers, you're nuts.
I don't even know what that means. What does that even mean?
People will know.
Beyond that little tidbit of advice, thank you guys so much for joining me and Heafum today. Thank you, Heafum, for being here.
Thank you for the invite.
We will see what happens next week, and that is all from the Almost Podcast with Alexx and Heafum. Heafum can't see this, but I wrote the Almost Podcast with Alexx and Heafum, as you can see on the back of this piece of paper, and that is going to be the logo for this week, and we will see what happens next week with my Photoshop skills. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us today. I will see you guys next week. Later!